It is that time of the year again, the classic battle. iOS versus Android boiled down to the two high-end smartphones of each segment, the iPhone 12 versus the Samsung Galaxy S21. Now both of these phones are extremely good and the fight ahead is going to be intense and brutal. I'm Rohan from Techie Tech Tech and buckle up as we compare the iPhone 12 to the Samsung Galaxy S21. Here we go. Now, both the Galaxy S21 and the iPhone 12 have flat display panels. That's it, that's the only design element that both these phones share. Apart from this, design-wise, the iPhone 12 and the Galaxy S21 are worlds apart. Every surface on the iPhone 12 is perfectly flat, be it the matte aluminum edges, the display, or even the back glass. It's like an iPhone 5 design on steroids and I love it. It feels amazing, both in hand and to just look at. However, one thing that I dislike about the design is the glossy glass back that is just a canvas for all the fingerprints and smudges in the world. Enter Galaxy S21. With its matte finish plastic back, the Galaxy S21 is much better at looking clean. Plastic also means that it won't shatter when you drop it, although it does feel a tad bit less premium than glass. However, what truly sets the Galaxy S21's design apart is how they've integrated the camera module to the aluminum frame of the phone. It looks unique and unlike anything in the market. Other than that, both phones are very similar size-wise, weight-wise and durability-wise with the same IP68 ratings. Flip over to the front and we have tough glass sheets on both. Gorilla Glass Victus on the Galaxy S21 and Apple's Ceramic Shield on the iPhone 12. But things tend to differ when you talk about the actual display panel under that hard glass. The iPhone 12 comes with a beautiful Super Retina XDR display which just shows very natural looking beautiful colors. The dynamic AMOLED on the Galaxy S21 is just as good but has a different color profile, making it look more vibrant with colors that pop out. However, where the Galaxy S21's display truly races ahead is the refresh rate. It is an extremely smooth 120Hz panel which makes sure that every tiny animation looks beautifully graceful. Even though the iPhone's high touch sampling rate and smooth animations make up for most of the difference, most users will still notice the 60Hz on the iPhone compared to the 120Hz on the Galaxy S21 when kept side by side. One thing that all users will also notice is just how much clean the punch hole on the Galaxy S21 looks compared to the archaic notch on the iPhone 12. There's just no competition here. The Galaxy S21 clearly has the better display experience. Let's talk performance now. This is a very heated segment because both these phones are packing the most powerful components available in their respective software camps. For a vast majority of the users, both these phones will feel so smooth and capable that they won't ever feel the need for more power. For regular use like social media and email, or even for intense stuff like video editing and gaming, both these phones are neck to neck with lightning fast app opening times and very efficient memory management. Everything runs butter smooth. However, if you are a hardcore gamer, pick the iPhone 12. Call me out if you want, hate me all you want to, but I'm being honest here and I noticed time and again that the code quality and the overall optimization for most heavy, intense games was simply better on iOS. It's not a big deal if you just play these games casually or just to kill time, but if you are a serious, hardcore smartphone gamer who wants the best experience possible, my advice would definitely be to go with the iPhone 12. Let's talk software now. Android versus iOS is honestly more subjective now than it ever was before. Both software ecosystems are getting better with every update to the point that they are more similar than ever before. I personally prefer and use Android on my daily driver phone, but I switch to iOS often and equally enjoy that experience. Basically, both Android and iOS are equally good for me. A major advantage that iOS has historically had over Android is software updates, but that gap is also getting narrower as Samsung has also announced 4 years of software updates for their smartphones. Of course, Apple still does it better with 5 years of updates and same day update delivery on all models, but it's good to see Samsung raise the bar to support older devices. Let's talk about the cameras now. In terms of optics, the Galaxy S21 sports last year's camera setup from the Galaxy S20, featuring a 12 megapixel f1.8 primary camera, a 12 megapixel f2.2 ultra wide camera, and a 64 megapixel f2 telephoto camera. On the other hand, the iPhone 12 sports a dual camera setup which includes a 12 megapixel f1.6 primary camera and a 12 megapixel f2.4 ultra wide camera. Let's find out how these leading flagships perform in real life. As always, we'll compare the photos first and then move on to the videos. Apart from the minor tonal differences, both devices shoot excellent pictures with the primary camera. The iPhone 12 has better dynamic range while the Galaxy S21 shoots sharper stills. Overall, the pictures shot on both devices have vibrant colors with great details. Ultra-wide performance is good on both devices. The Galaxy S21 shoots pictures with a wider field of view and better noise processing. On the other hand, the iPhone 12 shoots pictures with well-managed distortion and high dynamic range. The iPhone 12 does not have a telephoto camera and crops the primary sensor to produce 3x digitally zoomed in stills. The S21 uses hybrid zoom with the 64 megapixel sensor to produce 3x optically zoomed in stills. Clearly, the Galaxy S21 is the obvious winner here with excellent stabilization and sharpness. Subject separation performance is also great on both devices even in challenging situations. Thanks to the dedicated high-resolution telephoto sensor, the Galaxy S21 wins this round as it can also shoot 3x zoomed-in portraits with more accurate subject separation. Selfies shot outdoors look impressive on both devices with great skin tones. Although I'd give more points to Galaxy S21 as it's a better overall performer because the iPhone 12 tends to overprocess selfies in certain situations. Low light mode also works really well on all cameras in both devices. Pictures shot on the iPhone 12 have more accurate colors, while the long exposures shot on the Galaxy S21 are sharper and have better noise processing. Moving on to the videos, in terms of frame rates and resolutions, both devices can shoot videos in 4K at up to 60 fps from the rear and front cameras. The Galaxy S21 takes it all a step further and can even shoot in 8K at 24 fps. Now both the Galaxy S21 and iPhone 12 pack flagship features in the video department like HDR10 Plus on the S21 and Dolby Vision support on the iPhone 12. The iPhone 12 does have the upper hand when it comes to shooting videos. It shoots videos with industry-leading image stabilization and dynamic range. On the other hand, the Galaxy S21 shoots sharper videos with a rich camera user interface and better zoom capabilities. To conclude, if you're looking for a smartphone primarily to shoot great videos, the iPhone 12 series has the best video camera in the market. On the flip side, if you want to shoot pictures which offer versatility in post-production and a pro mode, then the Galaxy S21 is probably the better choice for you. But of course, regardless to say, both these phones are top tier camera beasts, so you will get one of the best smartphone camera packages in the market today, no matter which phone you end up picking. Now battery life on the iPhone 12 and the Galaxy S21 is extremely similar. Both these phones are good for a day's use and can max out in a day and a half's use on a single charge if used conservatively. However, the iPhone does have a slight advantage here as it loses significantly lesser battery life when kept on standby. It's not a huge difference but definitely worth mentioning. Now both phones support wireless charging, although the S21 goes a step ahead and also supports reverse wireless charging. The iPhone does not do that. Also, both phones do not include chargers in the box, just the charging cable. Do factor the cost of the adapter in when making your buying decision. Talking of cost, even though both these phones are priced similarly, the base variant of the Galaxy S21 has 128GB of storage compared to just 64 on the iPhone 12, so you will have to pay more to get the same storage as the base S21 on the iPhone. Now for a few random observations before we conclude. The phone call experience is better on the Galaxy S21 but not by a lot. It's basically an A+ on the S21 and an A on the iPhone 12. Biometrics on the Galaxy S21 are also a win-win with an in-display fingerprint sensor compared to Face ID only on the iPhone 12. It makes a world of a difference in a world where face masks have become the new normal. Now speakers sound better on the iPhone 12 for media playback, although the difference is not very significant. Now for the conclusion. Both the Galaxy S21 and the iPhone 12 are champions of their respective software ecosystems, and it is simply impossible to go wrong with either of the two phones. If you have a preference for Android or iOS, or if you're already a happy user of either Apple or Samsung's ecosystems, this is an easy decision for you. Just stick to your ecosystem and upgrade to whatever device you have in that system. But if none of these apply to you and you're just looking for the most cutting edge of the two phones, personally for me it is undoubtedly the Samsung Galaxy S21. I hope this video helped you out guys, and if it did, please like, share and subscribe to the channel. Comment your choice of the two phones down below and we'll have a nice jolly discussion. Until then, this has been Rohan from Tech and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.